Hello everybody. I've been wanting to do a review on the LUN Hyper wheels for a long time now. And I'm going to give my, as always, honest 25 or so years of experience about equipment. And here we have the 2023. This is their Hyper 67. You can see they're dirty. I ride. I'm not a guy to buy stuff just to look cool or put on the shelf. I use it. Here's some Silka Super Speed Wax dry there. D67 were thicker, taller on the rear by a couple of mils than the front. We got our carbon spokes. Here you can see the design. Got the recessed nipple a bit, makes it a little bit more aero. Each wheel set comes with some spare spokes. I'm gonna talk about the difference between these wheels and Roval, since Roval is my last experience with wheels, those and the zips, which I already did a review on. Running SRAM red. These wheels I've had since around, what are we at? April now. I've had these about 6 months. And I ride around 250 miles a week. Got a good bit of miles on these wheels. Some gravel roads. Some 50 plus mile per hour descents. Curvy roads. Big mountains. Flats, races, crits, road races, you name it. These are their more shallow, what are these called? Here are the D54s. I'm running these with tubes, latex tubes. Just haven't got around to switching those to tubeless. These are on tubeless Contis. They come with some pretty nice tubeless valve stems. Come with some nice tubed valve extenders. You can see all the data from their website. I don't need to tell you what you can read online. I need to tell you what they're not going to tell you about online. One of the things that worried me about these wheels was the carbon spokes. I mean, carbon spokes are not going to be strong torsionally, side to side. I mean, if I hit that really hard, I'm sure I could break it. But travel with these wheels, you know, road trips to races and whatnot. Haven't flown with them yet. Little bit concerned about flying with them. Probably when I fly to a race, I'll probably bring those spokes with me, those spare spokes that they provide. Because you know how the airlines can be. So the difference really in the Rovals, I had 2 sets of Alpinist CLXs. I had a set of Roval, what is it? They're CLX 64s. I had the CLX 50s, and I had their 321 disc, 421 disc, whatever the number is. Their disc aero wheel. Okay, so these bearings on the LUN hubs are absolutely as they should be. Silky smooth. Every single one is consistent. They feel really nice. They've been through hell and back, and I continue to put them through hell, and they all feel the same and they all feel good. Roval wheels was the bearings would feel bound up and super stiff. And I have the bearing presses to reinstall the bearings. And I mean, we're talking about 2, 3, 4 sets of Roval wheels plus their disc. So a lot of examples. We're not talking about just one bad experience. And so I removed the bearings on the Rovals and put in new bearings. And they come with ceramic speed bearings, but I reinstalled Enduro ceramics and had the exact same problem. I would reinstall them. Maybe they would still feel tight or bound up. Take them out, reinstall them. 1 or 2 times of doing that, and I could get it free. Go for a ride or two, and it'd be bound back up again. And I'm not saying that it wouldn't spin, but it should feel like these LUN bearings feel, and it didn't. It was not a free rotation of the bearing. And just from my own research and watching different engineering type of bike videos, I believe that the Roval hubs, which are a DT Swiss internal, the bearing seats, if those bearing seats are not I'm sure they're CNC milled. If they're not milled to the right spec, or they're not completely aligned from one side to the other, they're going to put a pressure on that bearing, and that's going to cause the bearing to not roll freely. So I think that the Roval hubs have a lack of precision in their milling, or they're not completely aligned and they're being bound internally by themselves. Because I couldn't get rid of it. Changing bearings, taking them out, I mean, over all the different hubs I had, it never felt right. And you just shouldn't have to deal with that on a set of wheels that cost as much as Rovals do. The LUN Hypers sell new for like $1,200 or so. I can't think of any reason not to buy and ride these wheels. I love these wheels. I actually felt an immediate difference in the out of the saddle stiffness, responsiveness on these versus the Roval. These felt better to me. Of course, I'm holding the deeper section. Here's the narrower section, but shallower section. But I just love the wheels. I mean, I would buy these wheels over and over again for every bike that I get. Sorry guys, had a little interruption there. But yeah, absolutely love the Hyper LUN wheels. You can see these wheels a lot in the local races in the United States. Just real quickly, these Conti GP 5000s are 28s. This is their 67 wheel. So we can show you here kind of the difference in the width. So the Contis are measuring 29 or so, and then you can see here with the 28, our width of the tire is really nicely paired with the rim. You can see there where it's hitting the rim. You don't want a huge gap there, or to run super wide tires in comparison to the rim width. But you can see the rim width on their website. Sorry I didn't clean these up. Last ride on these was in the rain. But yeah, that's my Hyper LUN review. You can't go wrong. Got thousands of miles on both of these wheels. Absolutely true. No issues. I ride them hard and aggressive, and I don't baby any of my equipment. These things are bomb proof. Only thing you're going to want to watch out for is those lateral hits on the spokes. You could very easily break those if you're using them in the wrong way. Okay guys, thanks.